Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
You know something? I think this episode is cursed. I mean, I just had a great episode that came out on top of what I tried to do in my car. Then, oh my God, what is it with episode 162? Does it not want to be made? I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, I had everything all laid out and everything. I don't know. Maybe it's the power that be. Maybe it's fate. Maybe this is where, old J-Man just dies on his hill. Like, maybe this is where I'm supposed to throw in the towel. Ha! Rick. Ain't gonna happen. Because you know why? I can do this all day. Just like Cap. Matter of fact, we're picking it back up on it again. Welcome to the J-Man Show here on
J360 Radio.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey, how's it going? J360 Legion, welcome back again for episode 162 of the J-Man Show. The episode that pretty much dark forces at work don't want to have told to you all. I don't get it, like at the end of the day, bad luck will come. I don't know why I have bad luck, and I wish that bad luck would work for me sometimes, because there are times where people who have bad luck make it out okay. And here I am, still trying to get this episode to you. I mean, it has to happen. I got to get to 163 somehow. But, the truth is, I always have a lot of things to talk about, so I never really run out. And it's just, wow, maybe I am in that Groundhog's Day loop a little bit. If I stay within this same vortex, where I still have to do episode 162. Or maybe it could be all those back-to-back double specials that are finally catching up. Who knows what the evil may be behind all this. But, since I'm living well with my NFG still intact, I think I can go ahead and fight through all of this. Because you have to have a counter vortex to the vortex, and try to make some sense out of it all. Because little did I realize this. If I could take a record of how many things went on to get to this point. Like, the whole thing where I tried to do it on a portable system in my car. Like, I managed to sit there in the parking lot of the day job and do it. It was going well for a little bit. Then all of a sudden that homeless man showed up, who turned out to be my coworker, letting me know that, it's time to go to work. And which, by the way, the day job... Yeah, soon enough, we's going to be parting ways because guess what? It's damn stupid over there. They get some new tech, and then all of a sudden they think that new tech is the best thing they've ever had, and it increases It does not. It's about the same as it always been, and it's just this time it's ran by a bunch of stupid people. Namely, the powers that be in that place. I have not seen bad leadership since my last job, right? Maybe it's just something that follows me. I hope not. But you see, the thing is, it's just, I don't like lazy people. I don't like people who lie. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? You've heard it all in Mini Bites 54, where I pretty much lashed out. Now, if you're expecting an apology from that, I'm going to tell you this. Nope. I meant every word I said about it. Because, at the end of the day, as a content creator, as a business owner, as somebody who pretty much has to live this world with a bunch of other people running around throwing out their narratives, I got a lot to say. And when I say it, and I am pissed, I'm going to say it, Just be real about it. I mean, like I said, there are a lot of overly sensitive people out here. And maybe there's a reason for it, but after a while, like when I hear people go on and on and on about their narratives, and then they go ahead and they tell you all of this stuff, like you're supposed to automatically give a damn. It's one way to ease me into your way of thinking, but don't be surprised if I give you my way of thinking back. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is that's freedom of speech. You see, if you don't utilize, this is how you don't use freedom of speech, and I've mentioned this many times on different episodes. When you use it to project actual malice, when you intend to harm people with it, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that once again, it's a gray area. Like there are some people out there, if they change their wording about things, it might not be it may went from a strong message to a, I don't know, maybe kind of sort of strong message. And it's insane, but, that's just the way it works around here. But the thing is that if you tell somebody your point of view, and somebody tells you a point of view back, and you tell, oh, shut up. That's not even the way it works. You gotta hear that stuff. You gotta hear the criticism. You gotta see what it's all about. And, the thing is, I'm not afraid of critics. I'm not afraid of the way people try to dust me under the floorboards and all that kind of stuff, or try to say like, oh, that other show is better. It ain't about that. This is a whole different journey than what maybe that other show would be. And then the thing is, it's like everybody talks about how hard it is to get into the business. Oh, you could get screwed over. Let me tell you something. You could easily screw yourself over. And this is how you do it. Oh, God. Here we go. This is how you do it. By not doing anything. By telling everybody that you had this huge plan laid out. Like all this stuff together. And it didn't come together. Welcome to the real world, where a lot of times, if you had a great idea and a great plan, you hold on to that plan. But if there's other people that are in the group assignment or in the production team and they don't see it that way, and they probably have a better strategy, hear them out. It's okay. You can save your plan for the next production you do. And the thing is that people don't see it that way. It's got to be right now, my way or no way. And after a while, I get tired of it. I own this company and I run it, but I also work with people. And then as I work with people, it's like this. You can't fall apart that day one and get all pissy with me just because I'm not going to follow through on your strategy right off. I'll probably take from your strategy and then add my strategy along with it so that we can be in the same ballpark. Everybody has to work together. But like I said, some people nowadays, they've been so liberated that they have tried to stifle other people with said liberation. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like some people are like, I will not be silenced anymore. Oh yeah, but you need to kind of you need to kind of button your lip right now because there are other people out here that want to talk. Let them say something. It's just ridiculous to me sometimes because I see it at my day job a lot, where a lot of people are afraid of somebody else's opinion. Or a lot of people are so scared about it because my would-be team lead, he said this one day, like, Jay, did you make the comment? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? Fire me for a comment? Yeah, shoot. Because I really can't stand the guy. And not only that, but the truth be told, I know how much of a fake he is. When I know how fake you are and I still have to interact with you, I'm going to be busting your chops for the rest of your days until you or I go away. You know what I'm saying? Because one way or another, you don't make sense to me at this point. You more or less would be like let's see, what can I say? Like, what did I describe all this stuff as? Maybe, didn't I describe it as orange peel one time? No, that's what I described where you wrap yourself up in layers, and then that was like the jaded paradox. more or less, if you're fake as hell, I mean, I want nothing to do with you in the first place. You know? The only reason why I'm putting up with that crap is because I'm paying a bill. That's it. And then the thing is, I'll see it all over the place because there's quite a lot of fakes out here. And they all have YouTube channels. Oh God, there I go. Or any sort of way of getting all that all that lying and all that stuff out there. Because, you know, a lot of people consume what we make. And when you consume certain things and you're not checking out the validity of the argument or whatever it is, you can easily be manipulated and gaslit to the point where it's like, if you're white knighting for somebody that doesn't need to be white knighted for and needs to be held accountable for all that they do, that sort of scenario. You know what I'm saying? And you see, as I go about things, and as I have met various people offline and online doing J360 productions, I'm happy. Because you know what? My show's got traction. Everything's growing in one way or another. Even the flagship show, the J-Man show in general. I love it, you know? And it's like, people ask me, are you still making more? And yeah, if I can get out of episode 162 jail, I will make more episodes. I'm never going to stop, man. I mean, like, because one thing is, what's wrong with taking something that you're skilled at doing and making a profit for it and making a living from it? And then also building jobs so that other people can come in and create too. That we all come together and, you know, we make a living off of this. And it can be fun and it can be adventurous. And then, you know, you're describing things that happen to you. But at the same time, like, there's good stories and there's bad stories. You've noticed that on this series alone. But the thing is, I always come out okay and I learned something from it. And you all hopefully have learned something. And not to say that it won't happen to you. And hopefully some of my stories don't happen to you. But, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes I'm kind of glad they happen. At least it gives me something to tell you. I mean, well, you want to come on this show and then everything's all rainbow, sunshine, and Lucky Charms, and we're all eating and happy and all that stuff. Though at the same time, I don't mind eating, but at the same time, you're not going to really enjoy it with all over in the mic, are you? But you understand what I mean. I hope you do anyway. I don't know. Sometimes, look, you know, hindsight starts to play a role, and I listen to what I just said, and then there are times I'm like, well, I had a point, but it was very, very slanted. Or no, it wasn't. It was rounded off. Whatever. The point is this, okay? We're not perfect people, but we are people. And, like, when we are in this whole unity here, and you use that freedom of speech, use it well, and use it to teach, use it to inform. Don't use it just to, you know, blow smoke out your ass. It gets tiresome, man. And there's quite a lot of people out there that get too much attention, like Kanye West doing what he does. He need help, okay? Now, haven't you gone through this the first time? Let's just say, like, it's real. Let's just say that his whole presidential thing is real. You had this before. You don't need this again. Only this time, it's in chocolate form. You don't need this. America needs better. America needs real leadership. America, are you going to get it out of Joe Biden? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. Then again, you probably will ask me because he was top dog in Delaware for a long time. Alright? But at the same time, I was a very little boy, and I really didn't care about politics then. Because I was so busy playing Sega Genesis and living my effing life. And now, I'm trying to play PlayStation 4 until the PlayStation 5 comes along and living my effing life. See what I'm saying? Well, at the same time, I'm also trying to move, like, and that's going to happen in, like, you know, either 2021 or 2022, one of the two. But I'm still going to be taking the jump. I'm going for it, man. I'm in it to win it. Hell yeah. Because, you see, we also recently experienced a lot of loss in terms of celebrities like John Saxton. He passed away not too long ago. So all three main characters in Enter the Dragon have passed away. That's wild, man. You know what I mean? Even though there are other movies that have that problem. But you see, the thing is, when a lot of people, it's okay to give your respect to the past. But the thing is we got to honor their legacy by stepping into their footsteps. We got to make more products. We got to make more productions. We got to go ahead and get something that the later generations will talk about. You know what I mean? Enter the Dragon is a classic for me when I was growing up, and it probably is a classic for all of you as you're growing up. But what's going to be the one that we make that they're all going to talk about? And, of course, you could throw any MCU or DCU movie you want. I mean, look, even though I said DCU, they have their fans, too. Which, by the way, I love that clip from the Snyder Cut with the black suited Superman. I was like, damn it! That is what we wanted! Right there! That would have sold. But, you know, reasons. But then again, you know, he had a tragedy that happened, and, you know, I don't know why Josh didn't just use it, but whatever. It's nothing for me to really delve into. That's just something that we're all going to work with a little bit later. And I know how a lot of you are like, well, Jay, you're on the side of the Snyder Cut now. I'm on the side of filmmaking, man. As long as this stuff tells the story that's better than what we got, and hopefully, you know, they get what they get out of it, maybe, and then we get, like, better films on in, because that franchise is a mess right now. As long as that's okay, I don't mind. But I remember seeing Highlander 2, and I like Highlander 2 for all the wrong reasons. It's part of my guilty pleasures list. Remember I have that? That never goes away. That's still there. It's just all about picking which movie to talk to you all about that I haven't talked to you about before. Because, my God, I'm not talking to you about Highlander 2 again. Not now. Maybe when I go ahead and I try to do a marathon of all of them, and if I'm still alive after number 3, then we'll talk. Now, also, I heard that the Chucky series is coming along pretty well, too, and it's about time. I want to see the resolution that they have in mind after Cult of Chucky. Because let's see, there's Curse of Chucky, right? And then there's Cult of Chucky. And they brought it back to the horror roots, which is actually pretty cool. So, but then again, he already succeeded, right? So, well, it's supposed to pick up after Cult of Chucky. So, okay, maybe there's something there. Maybe. But all I know is this. It didn't matter where Charles Lee Ray transferred his soul to. As long as he had a human body again, and he got into that girl's human body, I think he won. And then not only that, he got back with Tiff. Human Tiff. So, yeah. It's a very dark ending, but, you know, in a way, it kind of won. But then again, also, there's that disembodied Chucky head that's still over there, so they left it open. So, yeah. That might have a chance. I know Terrifier 2 is on its way, and I can't get enough of that Art the Clown. Because we never found out what actually brought Art the Clown to life, did we? So maybe this will actually talk about his origin. But then again, it might be better if we don't know. It might be better if he just exists. If he's just the embodiment of evil that somehow came to life. Much like Judge Doom or any of these other characters that exist in our lifetime. And you always wonder, what the hell was the purpose of that character? Other than to scare the ever-living bejesus out of people. You know? This is one of them kind of things to think about from time to time. I need to go ahead and work on creating some more characters myself. Especially if I'm deranged or not sober. Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, when I was a lot younger, all I used to do is just take out my notebook and just write as many different characters down as possible. Now, I'd still do writing now, obviously. But a lot of that's production work. Nowadays, it's just about getting into the crux of it. You know what I mean? Like, really, really just building a whole world and just giving you all something to immerse into. And the thing is, I still got time. Hell, I'll make some. We'll go ahead and we'll fold that all out, make it enjoyable. And for those of you out there, let me tell you something, okay? Remember, if you paid attention to episode 54 of the Mini Bites, you would know that I'm talking about people that allegedly are talented. I mean, you could be so talented, you could be the best, most talented person in the world, but if you're not calling upon using that and sharing it with me, and I'm willing to work with you, this is a bad relationship. You gotta go. I'm not wasting any time on you. You know, like I said, there was a lot of talented people that ran through J360 Productions to and fro, and the thing is, they didn't follow through what their whole selling point was. Some people tried to go ahead and try to take over something that wasn't theirs. Two things that I really can't stand. You're here to sell yourself, yes. And yes, my label is there with you as I sell myself too. This is a team effort. Work together as a team. Don't try to disrespect one another, and at the same time, keep the environment less. Well, it's going to be chaotic. We're a film production company, but actually, media production company. But you see, keep it non-toxic. You know what I mean? Don't chip at each other, the person. Just understand the argument and work with that argument. You may not have to like me and you still work in my group. That's cool. I don't care if you like me or not. Things still have to get done. Movie still has to be made. Production still has to flow. And then not only that, whoever's invested in on us, that took a shot with us, they're counting on us. It's kind of like one way or another. Even if this episode messes up again, I will sit here and record it again. Because those of you out there in the J360 Legion that believe in me, or all you other content creators out there that know I'm coming, y'all are dependent on this. And I told you it was going to happen, and it's happening now, so I'm not holding back on it. So obviously I am about what I say, because I have the heart of a champion, the mind of a strategist, and the spirit of a contender. And I'm a contender all the time. I'm always fighting in something. You know what I mean? Like every week when I'm playing Pinball FX, there's always some kid out there that beat my score in the previous day. And then I come back and then I end up beating his score. And it took a lot of mileage for me, but damn it, I did it. And the same thing for like when I'm playing an arcade fighter, you know? Like when I'm playing an arcade fighter, yes, you know, I'm a little rusty. Yes, I got clobbered and bodied. But I pull myself back together like I have a handful of quarters, and I'm not stopping till I whoop your monkey ass. And then the thing is, when that time comes and I whoop your monkey ass, you're going to be feeling it saying, oh my God, he came back for more. And that's what makes me pretty damn scary. Because, you know, one way or another, I might have lost, but I learned something. I ain't making the same mistake twice. I'm coming back for you. And I'm going to go ahead and get what I believe is rightfully mine in terms of awards. Like right now, you know, I want that Pulitzer. But I'm not going to get the Pulitzer right now because it didn't work on my manuscript. Entirely so. But you best believe in 2021, I'm getting a Pulitzer. And you best believe, like, hell, I don't write plays, but I'm going to take my hand at writing a play so I can probably get one damn Tony Award in my life. And then, of course, the Oscar. Remember when everybody's like, oh, the Oscar's the most prestigious award. Why would you go for that? Go for a Golden Globe. Why would you go to that? But none of your business what I go for. The fact is that I competed and I got it. And if I do get it, which I will get, one way or another, it's sitting right there on my mantelpiece. I don't care if it's just one Oscar. All I need is one. But the truth is like, guess what? It happened. And you know how, like, some people will go ahead and try to take that one from you because they'll be like, oh, you're a one-hit wonder. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Yeah, I'm one more than you, sir. Or madam. I see people do that crap all the time because they always talk about how the Philadelphia Eagles, when they got their trophy win, which was a very beautiful, blessed event. Ain't got good. They all try to say, oh, yeah, y'all one-hit wonders. Oh, well, you know, we got to let them all have one. Yeah, let them have one. Ain't nobody let us have anything. Y'all were sitting there rooting for the Patriots, hoping that things would get stomped. And I said the Patriots are not getting a second one off the Eagles. And they did not. Even with Tom Brady, Edelman, and Gronk there. So, yeah, blow it out, Chiz. I'm not worried about it. We got it. And we're going to get another one. And a matter of fact, hopefully the Philadelphia 76ers will get theirs. And then the Phillies get theirs again. And then over there at the Flyers, yeah, bring it in. The truth is, it's like, it's right there. You reach for it. You go the distance. And then maybe in the sequel or whatever, you win. And the truth is, anybody can be a winner, and every person has their day. And you see, even J-Man, every time J-Man does an episode on any sort of platform, even with the J360 TV projects I have for you all, that's competition, baby. And not only that, at the end of the competition, that's still one more up than it was, one more down. And one way or another, I have to keep going. I can't worry about what people think about me. I can't worry about what the fan base offline thinks, and I can't worry about what the fan base online thinks, even though at the same time, you guys are important because you actually checked out my work. And then hopefully invest in the Patreon and, donate, from time to time. And I'm not going to force you to do it, but it'll be there, to help me keep going as I keep going on my own trails and stuff. Because I want to help out others too, in addition to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I always am taking notes, and I'm always seeing exactly how people are. And one way or another, there's a lot of ignorant, self-serving jerks out here. And think they know more than you. Isn't that cute? It's wrong. Yeah. And the sad part about it all is, it's like there's no reason for any of that stuff. But you gotta always be thinking like a contender. And if you're gonna be a part of somebody's team, once again, do not try to backstab, because it will not end well for you. Especially when it comes to somebody like me. Be on the same page. Be a part of the team. And don't be an overtly sensitive person entirely. Like, I see too many of that going on too. When you put your art up there, okay? When you put your art up there, me or anybody else in the public are going to go see it. And the thing is, when we go see it, we all have our comments and ideas about it. You should be able to take it. Remember when I talked about freedom of speech? Same thing. And the thing is, it doesn't define you as an artist. Not at all. It's just an opinion. You look at it, see it, be like, oh, well, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Or all this other kind of stuff. And that's it. You don't have to answer it unless you need to. Now, if this person is bickering, that's a little different. You are going to have to say what you need to say. You are going to have to be like, all right, you made your point. You don't need to be here abusing people. If it's that bad to you, don't come back. We'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's so, and like, you all are grown, right? Quite a lot of you content creators out there are grown. You know this. And I get it, though, because I did an episode about this before with the jaded paradox of the orange peel and all. And, like, the layers get chipped down to the point where, it's just pulp and you're not feeling it anymore because the thick skin done went away. I get that. I get it a lot. But you got to live up to that NFG. Like, right now, even with bad luck floating around, I'm not going to stop moving. And the whole thing with me and, me and the love interest, same thing, like, when the vibe is up, it's up, and when the vibe is down, it's down, but it doesn't deter how I feel any differently. And, that's still smooth. But you got a lot of people out here nowadays that can't even get in relationships because they have the 20 questions thing in their own mind in front of them the whole time. Instead of just, like, perform, be you, all that kind of stuff, Like, damn, one day at a time. I mean, otherwise you just shot yourself in the foot. The whole thing's a joke. She moved on with some jerk that really ain't worth her time. And you're sitting there listening to the J-Man show, crying your eyes out, saying like, why are you so right? Because you didn't follow through on what you were supposed to do. And I could go deeper onto this whole relationship thing. I mean, I really could. Even if there are times where it's like, you know what? What the hell was I talking about? But you know what? When it came to that, it's true. And you'll hear it from time to time. I'm sure some of y'all are relationship-based podcasts and stuff, and you probably haven't even thought about this, but everybody's different. Everybody has their different strokes. And, here's the thing. You won't get it right all the time, especially the first time. You have to develop your own way. And everybody's talking about what's more to it than that. And I've always said this. If something is costing a lot more than what you're capable of, and I don't mean like it because we all have limitless potential, but if it's to the point where you are up at all hours, insomniac and sick, this is not worth it. This is sour grapes. This is like, that fox and the grapes. Just leave, man. You can't reach for that stuff. And the truth is that, you know what? Probably ain't no good to you in the first place, so you have to carry on in some other way. There's always something better, too. Whatever happened to that? But everybody's still clutching on to that toxic person like that's the last buoy they're ever going to have until they reach land. That's not the way to be. That's not how you lived your life, right? But then again, there are some people out here who can't function without a relationship. Oh, I have to be in one to maintain my status. And ever see it. And when you're in a relationship, you go to all sorts of parties and stuff. You go to a party by yourself if you want to. Hell, I'll stag up anywhere. Well, I used to. I used to. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I had that dream where, you know, like, everything works out, you know, all that stuff just clicks and it comes together, and I'm always reaching for that dream. And I'm not going to tell you all the circumstances within it, because, you know, I want it to come true, but the point is that it's on my vision board. It's one of them kind of things that, you know, it all lines up. You just have to break all the old stuff away, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I get wrapped in a comfort zone. And I hate comfort zones because there's no fight there. And remember what I told S. Anthony Thomas? I like to fight. On the psychological, the philosophical, definitely. Because I got to fight for everything. I had to fight for everything to get the J-Man show started. Hell, all the J360 radios started. And then the same thing for J360 TV. That became the new version of J360 Productions. And like to jump back into, you know, short filmmaking and going into features on my tip. Oh yeah, I'm game. I'm ready to fight. That's what you got to be like every day. I'm ready to fight. Like them idiots at my day job. They don't realize it, but J-Man's there because J-Man is paying his bills. He's ready to fight. Often. And you should be. Now, you probably say, well, what's that? What about the one day when the fight leaves you? Oh yeah, that one day is there. It's called Maintenance Monday. And even then, I still am up fighting because I have to do the maintenance. But you know damn well I'm getting a nap in. And that's the way you gotta be sometimes. But you know, we all have our different spirits. We all have our different strengths. And we all have our ways of helping each other. For those of you out there that are always holding yourselves back and always afraid of what your art does, you need to keep pushing and keep plugging away at your art. You need to keep putting it up. Like I said, I don't know how far I'm going to go with my multi-instrumentalist hobby here, but I'm going to keep trying. And yeah, I'm going to throw them up on J360 Productions. Why not? So y'all can say how bad it is? Well, that's just your opinion. And truth be told, if you have some suggestions about it, that's cool too. I'm not here to tell you not to. Open communication is great. At the same time, I'm only going to get better. Just like if for other things that I would like to do. The whole thing about the training and all that stuff, it's important. The whole thing about the things that I want to do, going to California and all, moving and living there, is something I want to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just all about how far am I willing to go for it. And as long as my NFG is intact, I think I can make it pretty well. So, I'm not going to stop. Not anytime soon. But I do say that the cutoff point for the J-Man show is 500. Minimum cutoff, I should say. But who knows? There's going to be a 501. There's going to be a 502. There's going to be a 503. Because you know why? I'm good at what I do, and I love doing it, and I'm going to keep going. And then not only that, a lot of other people would like to go on some of the crossover shows. Like, well, you only got one, which is the Uncut show. And it's going to happen again, because people ask me about it. I'm like, all right, let's set up a schedule. Let's see where we go from here, and let's have a good time. And that goes for all of you, too. If you want to be on the Uncut show, or even on the J-Man show, just email me, j360productions@outlook.com. Put whatever show you want to be on in the subject line /co-host, and just let me know. Like, we'll have a good time. And that's what you want. Because I could go ahead and talk politics with you from time to time, one way or another. And this is another thing. There are people out there that say they avoid politics like the plague. No. Not entirely true. When you talk about the circumstances of what's going on, you're fighting the powers that be, and this stuff is all laid out, and you don't agree with anything, so congratulations, you're talking about politics. Politics is not just the way the government is. That's a big part of it, but it's not just the way it is. It's like what I talk about at my day job. That's politics. Like what I talk about what's going on regarding if Comicsgate is still going on, which it is, by the way. That's politics. If it's like when G4's coming back, and a lot of people are so suckling the teat of that, and by the way, that might be a good thing, but if they see how that content will probably shift into something else after an initial good run, once again, that's politics. All that stuff is there because it's politics. We are politics. Scary, ain't it? You'll figure that out on another episode, if not already. But I digress. Oh, speaking of which, if you want to really let me know about a few things, you got something to say off the bat, drop me a voicemail on the hotline sometime. That's 240-903-1634. You're not hurting me in what you say. You go ahead and say what you need to say. If you beat your own self up, that's your problem. But I'll try to help you out the best way I can, because that's what I do. Oh, and if it's really funny, I'll play it on the show sometime. Let us do that, y'all. It's called connectivity. Or interaction. One of the two. I ain't worried about it. Outside of that, though, this is episode 162 in the bag. This is the J-Man signing off, and it was also great to be here for you all. Laters.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.